Let's continue the remaining part of the chapter, children. The lesson is the earth and its living world we are studying, and today we are going to study about the water cycle. Okay, but before that I want to ask you one thing. Do you know how does it rains? How does it rain? Now rainy season is going on. We find that sometimes the rain is there, sometimes the rain is not there, sometimes showers are there, sometimes it's drizzling is there. Drizzling means what? हल्की हल्की थोड़ी थोड़ी बारिश होती रहती है. Means we find different forms of the rainfall also. Do not find the same type of rainfall, heavy rainfall or the drizzling we can find. No, we find the different ways of the rain falling on the earth. Now we are going to study the water cycle. How does it rain or the water cycle? It is the same thing. Okay, it is the same thing that how do we get the rain. Now see here, it's written the water cycle. Now you can see, you will see in this picture, you can find the grasslands are there, green grasses. You can find the hills are there. You can find blue color mountains are there. You can find over there something snow covered region. You can find that it is covered with the snow. Then clouds are there. From the clouds rainfall is taking place, means rainfall drops of water are falling down. You can find the very important, that is the sun, important part of the solar system, and because of which we get the rainfall. Here you can see it is the sea, then land surface is there. Now children, what happened? The main thing you can see here, this is the earth surface, right? This is all what we are observing is the land, the earth surface, right? Now this is the sun. Now because of the sun, what we get? We get the sunlight and we get the heat. Now because of the heat of the sun, the water evaporates from everywhere. Wherever we know water is required for everything, living things need water, plants, human beings, all need the water. Now this water evaporates from everywhere. Like suppose if you see, this is a green grass, you can see here. Now this greenery is why it is seen, because we got the rains. Because of the rainfall, the greenery is there, the green grass has grown over there. But same thing, if you observe after some months, that is in the summer season, you will find that the grass is dried. It becomes yellowish in color. The grass gets dried. Okay, why? Because all the water which was present in the soil gets evaporated due to the heat of the sun. One more thing, then if you observe in the potted plant also, पॉटेड प्लांट हमारे घर में जो झाड़ लगाते हैं हम लोग पॉट के अंदर, वो तुम देखो अगर हमने झाड़ के अंदर पानी नहीं डाला बच्चों, अब वो स्मॉल प्लांट के अगर हमने पानी नहीं डाला तो आफ्टर 3-4 days यू विल फाइंड दैट सम ऑफ द क्रैक्स आर देयर इन द सॉइल. उस मट्टी के अंदर तुमको क्रैक्स नजर आते हैं. व्हाई द क्रैक्स आर डेवलपिंग ओवर देयर? दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द heat. Water is not there now. The water is evaporate because of the heat of the sun. ओके पानी वहां से सूख गया, मट्टी के अंदर से भी पानी क्या हुआ? इवेपोरेट हो गया हीट की वजह से. तो क्या हुआ? उसमें क्रैक्स डेवलप हो गए. ओके नाउ यू कैन सी हियर, this is the inside water. This water is the groundwater inside the earth surface. Now rainfall takes place. One example I give you. Okay, nowadays rainfall takes place. You will find on the land surface somewhere nearby you, water gets collected in the pools and puddles. कहीं कहीं पे तो कोई खड्डा होता है रोड में या आजू बाजू में कोई खाली प्लॉट है, वहाँ तुमको पानी नजर आएगा. ठीक है, बारिश का पानी इकट्ठा हो जाता है जो मट्टी वाला होता है पूरा ब्राउनिश कलर का. लेकिन सेम पानी तुमको 2 दिन के बाद दिखाई देता है क्या? वहाँ पर वही पानी वहाँ पर हमें कम दिखेगा, उसका लेवल जो है कम हो जाएगा, क्वांटिटी. सम ऑफ द वाटर इवेपोरेट्स एंड द वाटर, द रेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ द वाटर इट सीप्स डाउन. सीप्स डाउन मीन्स वो जमीन के अंदर चला जाता है, मट्टी उसको एब्जॉर्ब कर लेती है. ओके मट्टी उसको एब्जॉर्ब कर लेती है. तो एब्जॉर्ब करने से क्या होता है? ऊपर का लेवल में पानी सूख जाता है और हमें फिर वो अंदर पानी ग्राउंड वाटर बन जाता है. ओके व्हेन वी आर डूइंग द बोरवेल्स, हम लोग जब बोरिंग करते हैं या हम लोग कुआं खोदते हैं, व्हेन वी डिग द वेल्स और द बोरिंग इज डन, व्हाट वी गेट द वाटर फ्रॉम इनसाइड द अर्थ सरफेस. द सेम वाटर इज दिस rainwater. The water which gets collected inside the earth's surface is called as the groundwater. And when we do boring or we do dig the wells, that time we get the same water. The water gets purified naturally inside the earth surface. Now this water gets Evaporated because of the heat of the sun. Water evaporates from everywhere. Land surface, plants, trees. You see, one of the example I'll give you one more here of drying the clothes. We dry the clothes. We wash the clothes and we put it for the drying. Okay. So when we are putting it for drying, what happens? If the heat of the sun is strong, the clothes get dried after some hours only. The clothes are drying quickly in 1 hour or 2 hours. But in rainy season, now you'll find that the clothes are not drying easily. We find it difficult to get the clothes dried. The reason is the heat of the sun is not intense. When we get the intense heat of the sun, what will happen? The clothes will dry quickly. How they are drying? The water evaporates because of the heat of the sun. So even clothes are dried. So these are the examples, children. Then plants. हमारे घर में पॉटेड प्लांट्स है, देखो उसको तुम झाड़ में पानी मत डालो 2-3 दिन, यू विल फाइंड द लीव्स आर टर्निंग डाउन, लीव्स द कलर ऑफ द लीव्स चेंजेस. ओके, व्हाट हैपन्स? वाटर इवेपोरेट्स एंड दैट इज व्हाई दे टर्न डाउन. ओके, नाउ ऑल दिस वाटर इवेपोरेट्स फ्रॉम द अर्थ सरफेस. It turns into what? Water vapor. The water which is evaporating turns into the water vapor. Now water vapor is lighter than air. So it rises up in the atmosphere. So it starts moving up and up in the atmosphere. As it goes higher, it cools and condenses, forming fine droplets of water. Condensing means what? It cools and condenses. It turns into ice. As it moves upper and upper, the water vapor, because it is lighter than air, it moves up and up in the atmosphere. So what happens? It cools and it condenses. It forms the ice. Okay, the droplets are so small and light that they float in the atmosphere forming clouds. ये जो पानी की बूंदें होती हैं हल्की हल्की जो ऊपर जाती हैं हवा में, वो क्या बन जाती हैं? वो इकट्ठी हो जाती हैं. One small drops get collected and they form a droplet of water. पानी की एक बूंद रेडी होती है, एक ड्रॉप ऑफ वाटर रेडी. Now these drops, when they come together to each other, they are joining on themselves to each other. They form the clouds. They are forming the clouds. These droplets, or we can say these small droplets, join together and form bigger drops. ये छोटी छोटी बूंदें जो बादलों में कन्वर्ट हो जाती हैं, बड़ी बड़ी बूंदें बन जाती हैं. जब ये ज़्यादा बड़ी हो जाती हैं, when they become heavier and they are bigger in the size, they become very heavier. So what will happen? Now they cannot float. Now they are heavier in the weight and therefore they cannot float. Now they fall down in the form of rain. So such drops of water fall down on the earth in the form of rain, and that is how we get the rain. Now this rainwater, now rain falls only in some limited place or what? No. पहाड़ पे है, हिल्स पे है, हिलॉक्स पे, प्लेट्यूज पे, प्लेन्स पे, हमारे घर पे, हमारे पास सब जगह पे बारिश गिरती है. Right, everywhere. So this rainwater flows into rills, streams, rivers and finally into the sea. Means wherever it is possible the water flows. Now here one in the diagram you can see mountainous part, you can see here also rain is fallen down. Then here you can see this snow covered. Then from here you can see here slowly the water is coming. That is a stream of water which is joining the river. Now this river slowly falls and joins into the ocean. So rivers are meeting into the ocean. Okay. Ice in the snow-covered regions also melt. Now these are the areas. This is the mountainous region where snow is covered. Now what will happen? Because of this heat of the sun, ice also melts. And this melting ice also flows down in the form of water which joins the rivers and the oceans. Okay. Ice in the snow-covered regions also melts due to the heat of the sun and finally flow into the rivers, and these rivers finally flow into the seas and the oceans. Now this process, what we have seen, first of all, evaporation. Water evaporates from everywhere. Land surface, the land, the plains, underground water, rivers, oceans, everywhere, trees, plants, everywhere. Wherever the water is there, it evaporates from everywhere. Then second is condensation. It cools down, forming the clouds and the big droplets of water. And then the next thing is the rainfall. When the rain falls, again this water is recycled. It goes back into the ocean. So this is known as what? Water cycle in the nature. This is called as water cycle in the nature. Hope it is clear to you children that what is water cycle. In this way we get the rains. हमें बारिश कैसे मिलती है, ये उसका प्रोसीजर है, इसको बोलते हैं हम लोग. This is called as the water cycle. And somewhere I keep on telling you children in Hindi also, because I know that some of the children find it difficult to understand. So I explain you small part also in Hindi so that you are able to understand the concept. Understanding? This is what is the water cycle. Our next topic is the biosphere. I have explained you biosphere means what? Where living things are present. So let's see page number 15, the biosphere. Can you tell? Make as long a list as you can of all the living things you see in the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. It means that you have to make the list of the living things which you see in the lithosphere, that is on the land, then hydrosphere in the water and atmosphere in the air. So you have to make the list of the living things on land, air and water. Let us continue. There are innumerable kinds of living things on the earth. We know that insects are there, worms are there, birds are there, living things in that we also have the plants, trees, everything. Like, okay, so innumerable things are there, uncountable. The various regions of the earth differ in many ways. The various regions of the earth differ in many ways. There are different regions, isn't it? We have studied the landforms and now the regions. Regions are different on the earth in different places. Different types of regions are there. Some regions are always covered with ice while others have a hot climate. Now what is happening? Some of the regions are covered with ice, totally, like Arctic Ocean you can see. That is the north side area always covered with the ice. Antarctica continent, although it is a continent children, but it is always covered with the ice. While others have a hot climate. Example, desert areas. You can see western part of India, that is the Rajasthan, we have the biggest desert area. So it is very hot. There are mountains in some places and plains in others. In the landforms we have seen mountains, hills, plateaus are there. So somewhere we find that mountains are there and some of the places we find plain surfaces there, that are called as the plains. Some places have a lot of rainfall while others are dry deserts. Some of the areas, some of the places on the earth's surface, on the earth, we find what? Rainfall is there. Highest rainfall takes place, like Cherrapunji and Mausiram are the places where we receive highest amount of rainfall. While some of the places are the dry deserts, means they are totally dry, not a single drop of rain falls over there. There are salty seas and oceans and also freshwater lakes. Somewhere we find what? Sea. Now sea water, we know that sea water and oceanic water is salty water. We cannot drink it. So there are salty seas and oceans. But at the same time we also find freshwater lakes are also there. One of the salty lake is there, Sambar Lake in Rajasthan. The water is very salty and it is used for making salt. Then freshwater lakes are there. Freshwater, that is the rainwater lakes which can be used for us for drinking purpose. The ocean is shallow near the coast, but away from the coastline, the ocean can be several kilometers deep. So the coastal areas, the seashore area, that is the shallowest part, that is shallow. वहाँ पे समुद्र ज़्यादा गहरा नहीं होता. Ocean is not very deep. It is shallow part. But as you start moving away from the coastline, the ocean is very deep inside. So the ocean can be several kilometers deep, and that is why we find that the ships are sailing in the sea, right? These ships, whatever is visible to us on above the water children, more than the half part of the ship is inside the water, and then only the balance of the water can be maintained in the oceans or in the seas for the ships to sail. Okay, so this we have understood what there are. That biosphere is there and many living things are existing on the earth's surface, then in water and in land. So some of the regions, areas are very cold, somewhere it is very hot. Okay children, you will open your page number 16 and let us continue with it. Page number 16, the biosphere we are studying. Okay, we see a variety of the living things that inhabited these different regions. Now different regions are there, so in different regions different types of things we are observing, like what? Living things, plants, animals, all are different. They are not the same everywhere. The example, the polar bear is seen only in the snowbound polar regions. Where you will find the polar bear? Polar bear will be visible to you only in the polar regions where it is covered with the snow. Okay, because they are inhabited to such surroundings where they can survive. If we go and stay in the polar regions, can we survive, children? No, it is not possible for us to survive in the polar regions because it is very cold, or we can say it is extremely cold. Zebras are found in Africa and kangaroos are found in Australia. Only in Australia they are found. These animals are not found in any other region. So zebras are in Africa and kangaroos are in Australia. They are not found anywhere else. Elephants and lions are found in regions of hot climate. Where we find elephants and lions? In the hot climatic conditions place where we have the hot climate. Plants in all these different regions also show a great variety. See, you will find that even the plants are not the same. They are different variety of the plants which we find in the different regions. Plants in all these different regions also show a great variety. This variety is a characteristic of those different regions. You find that, see, if you go into desert areas, you will find that only the thorny bushes, thorny plants and cactuses are there. If you go to hilly areas, you will find that conical shaped trees are there so that the eye slips off easily. Many different kinds of plants, animals and microorganisms are found everywhere on the earth. Where we find all this? On land, in water and in the air. Living things exist in the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. Where do we find the living things present? That is in the three spheres: land, water and air. They also interact with these spheres. Even they are also having an interaction with the different spheres of the which are present on the earth. This living world constitutes the biosphere. So all these living things, plants, animals, worms, insects, all they all are included in the biosphere. All constitute biosphere means what? They are all included in the biosphere. Now you see here, children, you can see this is the kangaroo, right, carrying its baby in the pouch. You can see a polar bear, you can see a lion, then zebra, elephant. This is the banyan tree, this is the Xmas tree, conical shaped. You can find this is a different tree. Now here you can see the cactus is there. In the cactus below you can see the rat. A small rat is visible which is hidden. Then here a small other type of plant you can see here, leaves of different variety. Then you can see here this tree. Means what? We do not find everywhere the same type of trees. And now see example I'll give you. We are cultivating grapes in Nasik, right? Can we cultivate the same grapes in Kashmir? No. I know your answer also will be no. Apples we get more in Himachal Pradesh. Can we cultivate the apples in Nasik? Have you seen anywhere an apple tree is there? No. Means we have this specialty, a particular characteristic is there. Climatic conditions play an important role in this also. Understanding? This is very important. The climatic conditions play a very important role. Same with crops. Crops are also cultivated as per the climatic conditions. We cannot just cultivate any type of crop anywhere. We have to see the type of soil. We have to see the climatic conditions, weather. Everything has to be considered before doing any of the activities. So, all these things are included in the biosphere. I hope you have understood the lesson, children. You have to read the lesson, what I have taught you today, plus the whole lesson you have to revise. Fine? This is very interesting. And if you get the pictures of these animals and all, you can stick it in a notebook. Okay, in the notebook you can stick, or you can stick on one page and write the information on the page, and you can put it in your geography activity file. Okay.